All right. Hello, everybody. It's Starjump Grim and Starjump Ender with a special episode of Starjump Station tonight. Ender, how are you, man?
I am phenomenal, sir.
He's phenomenal, everybody. How's your voice? Let's do a quick volume check, Ender. Give me a little bit of that beautiful voice. Okay, you're a little hot. I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to bring you down the volume here.
Bring me down.
Just bring you down just a little bit. Okay, VG says we're coming in 5 by 5. Hello, everybody in chat. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great week. It is Starjump Station night, but this is a special one. This is my last St. Jude stream for the 2025 Play Live session, season, whatever you want to call it. I want to make very clear, though, that Ender will be doing a stream tomorrow. And that will be his. Is it your final stream, like St. Jude theme streamed, or are you going past that?
Yeah, no. It's my. No, God. Okay. Look, after tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be doing much St. Jude stuff for a little while.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be rough.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. You're going to get pretty used and abused tomorrow. If you've been following along, everybody, with the St. Jude stuff over the last 2 months, you will know that we've hit various milestones. Okay, some of those include Ender shaving his beard, shaving his pits, all that kind of stuff.
Not shaving. Whoa.
Well, waxing.
You are
right?
underselling the shit out of this, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I have got the wax strips right here.
Yes.
I am waxing the hell out of myself tomorrow. I am shaving my beard, though.
Yeah, it's got to happen. We're all ready to see that baby face. So we got a $100 donation from the Space Bee, unlocking a red wagon, and an RSI Polaris. Thank you very much, Space Bee. Appreciate it. Salute to you. Thank you for that donation. We really do appreciate it, everybody. We are at $21,116 raised for the last 2 months.
Yeah, guys.
Our lifetime now at $37,559 raised for St. Jude.
Absolutely insane.
I think our goal, if you're wondering what that odd number goal there is, which is $23,552, that is a pie in the sky goal Ender put in there to save his beard, to circumvent one milestone and get us to another milestone.
Whoa. It was a request from a member of our community. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was a request.
Yeah.
From a member of our community. Speaking of members of our community, can I take just a second?
Please.
We got something to take, Grim.
Yeah.
Because of what we've done the last 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in here? You might not be in here.
Thank you.
Mithrix just donated. Mithrix just donated $100. Mithrix towards the RSI Polaris and a red wagon for St. Jude. Mithrix, thank you very much. Salute to you. It's a good night to donate,
Victura,
people.
Are you in here? Hold on. Let me tell him.
Did we confirm it's Victura?
I did. I confirmed.
Okay. The Space Bee and Mithrix, thank you for your donations tonight. That is really fabulous. And I think earlier today, by the way, when no streams were going on, we had a $100 donation from Matt. Want to do a big thank you to Matt on that one as well. Thank you. Ender, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I received a package today.
Yes.
Completely out of the blue. Wasn't expecting it. And Victura had sent me, it was care of SJ Ender to my address.
So he's got to know something about you, whoever it is.
Yeah. So it had these 2 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you're not going to be able to see them easily. I don't know if you can see this well, but a little.
It's cool. It's got the lightning bolt and the little starburst. Info runners. Yes.
Rating.
Execute rating over on Twitch, sending the Kraken overhead. Thank you very much, Execute. Love you, buddy. Appreciate it. Salute to you.
Grim, I'm gonna show yours. And Vic, I may shine these up.
There's Victura. Yeah, okay.
Using the skills I learned in the military a millennial ago.
Yes.
That had these in them, Grim.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool. There's mine. Starjump Grim, Task Force 58. Now, what is the significance of the Task Force number? That's what I need to know.
Vic, I need you to explain that. Find a way or make one.
Is Algrid in there? Algrid, I hope you're well, buddy. Salute to you. Want to have both of you on an upcoming Starjump station very soon. Want to have you both on. We'll work it out.
It's a nod to the Nimitz, he says.
Okay, gotcha. Nod to the Nimitz. Very cool.
We both have one of those. Grim, I will send yours to you.
Awesome. Victoria, thank you very much. Salute to you. We appreciate you.
With a couple of other goodies.
Yeah, we appreciate the nod. We really do. Thank you very, very much for that.
The back of the coin, by the way, matches the front of the box.
Very cool.
Such a cool little coin, though.
Very cool. Love it. Victoria, thank you. That will go in my wall of collectibles for sure.
Yeah, that was a cool little thing to receive in the mail. Thank you, Vic. I really appreciate that a lot.
Yes, thank you, Vic. Really, really appreciate it. Victoria, longtime Starjump supporter, longtime Star Citizen community supporter too, by the way. Just general great person. Looking forward to seeing you again in person soon, Vic. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Everyone, please give Execute and Algrid from the Info Runners a shout out. Execute just rated us on Twitch and redirected to us on YouTube, which we greatly appreciate. For those of you that don't know, Execute and Algrid do really fantastic work with their series, Info Runners. Their content creation content obviously covers a lot of what we cover too. Starjump, the station discussion show, definitely inspired by Info Runners, and Execute has been a great dude to volley discussion back and forth with. Algrid as well. Love both of their points on ships, both of their topic discussions and how they analyze things. So thank you very much for the raids. Thank you very much for the redirects, Execute and Algrid. We appreciate you. And thank you for doing such great work.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Grim, what the fuck are you doing?
What's that?
You're wearing the wrong fucking hat.
Oh, I am, aren't I? I do have the right hat right here. Oh, God, that's right. I forgot about that. That's true. That is true.
I took the time to send this to you.
You did. You put it in a box.
What else did you get? You got something else in there, too.
See, I didn't even see this. See, I didn't even pop this out. I did show Krista the hat. It was a whole explanation. Let me get my hat sized the right way here, everybody. Let me hold it up here just a minute. Now, see, I haven't pulled the little top bead off though, which I usually like to do for headphones, but I'm gonna try it with
try pulling it off if you can.
I can't. I'm not strong enough, apparently. All right, everybody. I am officially part of the Pink Hat Squad. We're not sponsored by Bass Pro, by the way, but officially, I'll dive out of screen real quick, and then I'll come back into screen, and I'll hopefully be normal looking. Let's see here. Hopefully this works. Hopefully I don't get a massive headache from the bead. Okay, there we go. Look at it, everybody. I'm now officially a Pink Hat member. Look at that.
So beautiful.
Look at that. Look at that. Get your screenshots as you while you can.
Oh, God. It's gorgeous.
Tell the backstory of this hat again.
There we go. The first year I went to St. Jude, a bunch of us went to Bass Pro Shop, and there were a bunch of hats in a box, and nobody had bought the pink hats.
Yes.
And a bunch of us bought the pink hats because
looks stylish. Yep.
Nobody else would, and we wore them the whole fucking time.
So they were obviously discounted.
Well, they were only $6 anyway.
Tibbles just donated $100 towards an RSI Polaris and a red wagon. Thank you, Tibbles. And Rough Gaming just donated another $100.
Rough again.
Thank you very much, Rough. Appreciate that, everybody. That is
donated so much, dude.
Yeah, that is $400, and we've only been streaming for 14 minutes, people. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you all very, very much. We're going to eclipse $38,000 lifetime tonight, I think. It's going to be amazing. DePoets, hope you're well, buddy. I'll get to meet you at Quantum Vegas. Looking forward to it. DePoet says, they did a video yesterday about a pink PC, which would perfectly match our hats. So there you go.
It would.
All right.
But we created our team this year. By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to the Pink Hat Squad. Grim, you don't know this, I don't think. I'm bringing it up now. we set a goal this year when we created the team. When actually, I'm gonna be proper here. When Death and Rebirth created the team, because I pushed him to create it, he set a goal of $50,000 for the Pink Hat Squad, and we have hit $52,303.57.
There you go.
So we absolutely fucking destroyed that goal.
Congrats, Pink Hat Squad.
I thought it was a big goal for us because we only had a few members at the time, but we picked up a lot of members, and St. Jude took a lot of notice of us while we were there, which was a little awkward, but also kind of fun. So yeah. I hope to go back next year and spend some time
well
talking about a successful campaign. So
on that, let's go ahead and get into some stuff here, because we got people showing up. Rage One just donated $100 for the Red Wagon for St. Jude and our side Polaris. Rage One, thank you very much, everybody. All these $100 donations coming in. I think we should talk a little bit about what a $100 donation gets you tonight, because it's kind of an exciting night. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and launch into the St. Jude Play Life stuff now. I was going to do that second and do Quantum first, but let's go ahead and do the St. Jude stuff first, because we have donations already rolling in. Okay, so here we go. Going to switch over. We are doing St. Jude Play Live, as you all know, for the month of April and May. This being May 30th, this is my final St. Jude themed stream. It has been absolutely amazing raising money with you all. Whoa, we just got another $100 donation from Rhino 457 towards the RSI Polaris and a Red Wagon. Thank you very much, Rhino. We're climbing up the ladder here, folks. So tonight we do have a giveaway. Or a raffle, I should say a raffle, okay? And it's kind of a special one. You can see our goal here now. We've raised $21,616. We've We've crossed a bunch of milestones, and we were doing a bunch of raffles over the last 2 months, okay? We've given away a lot of ships. We've given away all kinds of stuff, okay? We've given away stream decks, etc. This is a good time to thank our raffle prize donators. Some of them are in chat. Everyone give them a big salute. Giving a thank you to GearCon, Bingo Winchester, Lazy Donuts, James from Icon City, and I need to add a name to this list. Mal, right? Is it Mal?
Mal.
Mal member? Mal. Oh, your audio's coming in Robotronic. Your audio is Robotronic. As soon as you said Mal member, it just totally destroyed your audio. There must be something to that. Mal member, thank you.
Yeah. MALEMBER.
Gotcha. Yeah, we are having audio issues with you, but I'll let you work on that. Archon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Blurry Pixel just donated $100 towards the RSI Polaris and a Red Wagon for St. Jude. So everyone, just to clear that up now, that is a ton of money already donated tonight, $500 or $600 already. So what does, and Ender, if you do need to reboot or anything, do what you got to do. What does that $100 donation get you? Well, let's go ahead and swing over to this right here. Tonight, we are doing the final raffle drawing, okay? The final raffle drawing, and it is for, oops, there we go. Oh, there we go. Did you lose video? Do you need to plug back in?
For the moment, no, we're good. I'm just fixing it now.
Okay. But we are doing our final raffle drawings, okay? Final raffle drawings for tonight. Tonight is the big one, the RSI Polaris. By donating $100 to the Tiltify link, I'll put that Tiltify link in chat right now. And for those of you on YouTube, I'll put it over there as well. When you donate to this Tiltify link and you donate $100, that will get you a raffle ticket for the RSI Polaris Corvette that we are going to raffle off at the end of this episode tonight, okay? Now, here's the cool thing. When we do that wheel spin on the random wheel of names and we find out who the winner is for the RSI Polaris, we're then going to roll a second time, okay? A runner-up wheel spin. That winner is going to get an Anvil Asgard. By the way, it's a really great ship. Great daily driver. Then, because we're insane, we're going to roll one more time, and that winner's going to get a Guardian MX. So we're giving away, or there's a raffle for 3 ships tonight. Kevin Frazier just donated $100 towards the Polaris and a red wagon for St. Jude. I feel like people want to save the beard. I'm getting a distinct feeling that people want to save the beard. I don't know, but
here's what I'd like to see, guys. This is what would be on brand for our community.
Yes. Yeah.
I got to be honest. And it's what I'd love to see. I'd love to see us to get to like 23,550. Kevin, and then me have to shave my beard.
Well, I got to interrupt you again. Kevin Frazier just donated another $100 towards a red wagon and an RSI Polaris. Thank you very much, Kevin Frazier. By the way, everybody, if you donate more than $100, for every $100 you get an RSI Polaris ticket. So if you donate $200, you get 2 tickets. You donate $300, you get 3 tickets. Okay, so it is cumulative. Thank you very much for that, Kevin Frazier. Really appreciate it. To answer the quick question in stream chat, yes, we will put player built space station stuff and base building stuff into Fleet Viewer, hopefully in the future when it's in game. That is a hopefully plan. Now, correct. Okay. So that is how the raffle's going to work tonight, everybody. Okay, we're going to do that at the end of the episode. You have plenty of time to get in those last-minute donations over the course of this episode to the Tiltify link. Okay. Rooster says Tiltify link
the Perseus ticket is different.
No, the Perseus thing's different. I'll go over that here in just a moment. Okay, so the Tiltify link isn't working. Are you sure? Let's try it again. I just posted it in chat. Let me see. It's working for me. It's working for. Okay, I just posted a new link. That one should work. Maybe I posted it wrong. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the link I just gave is linking.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
Whoa, DePoets just donated $100. DePoets, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it. Going to be seeing DePoets at Quantum, which I'm going to go over here in just a minute. DePoets, thank you very much. Everyone, make sure you follow DePoets on all the socials out there. You can just search his name up. He does a lot of really great tech content. Glad you're watching tonight, DePoets. Appreciate it. Love your content, by the way. And then Rhino457 coming in with another $100 donation towards an RSI Polaris and a red wagon for St. Jude. Thank you very much, everybody. Seriously, the donations are flooding in. I just want to point out now that we're only like 1,400 away from saving the beard. I don't know if it'll happen, but Ender looks nervous. He looks really nervous because you can see the majesty in his beard, and it may have to go on the floor next to him.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm hoping that we get.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we get close, but not quite.
All right, everybody.
And then we hit it.
Here comes the next thing, okay? Because that is not it for giveaways tonight. We're also going to be doing a giveaway for, let me go ahead and bring it up here, everybody. We're going to be doing just some giveaways. Now, these aren't raffles. You don't have to pay money to get in on these. These are just straight giveaways, okay? First giveaway we're going to be doing for tonight is a Starjump poster, okay? Starjump poster, you know it, the Fleet Viewer posters everyone seems to like. Here it is. Yes, it will be updated to include all the Invictus Launch Week ships. So there it is. How do you enter this particular giveaway? Well, if you're over on YouTube, there is a link pinned to the top of chat. You're just going to go to that link, leave a comment on that video. That's a Kraken video by Starjump. You're going to leave a comment there. It can be hi, goodbye, hello, how are you? Just leave a comment. We'll pull a random comment with YouTube comment picker. Rooster Ray just donated $100 towards the RSI Polaris. Rooster, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you. Amazing. Amazing. We are now at $22,216 raised for this Play Live event. Now, this is the first giveaway, okay? If you're on Twitch, all you need to do is do exclamation ticket or exclamation ticket space max. That has just started, okay? It has just started, so you can get your tickets for that. Okay, so if you're on YouTube, you're going to leave a comment on the video link pinned to the top of chat. If you're on Twitch, you're going to leave, or you're going to do exclamation ticket or exclamation ticket space max. We're going to pull a winner from Twitch. We're going to pull a winner from YouTube. Both of your names are going into the random wheel of names. We're going to spin it. Whoever wins that wins the poster. Bot Dylan with another $100 in for an RSI Polaris and a red wagon for St. Jude. Thank you so much, Dot. Or is it Bot? It's Bot Dylan. Sorry, Bot Dylan. We now have 87 watching on YouTube and 62 on Twitch. Really appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Now, that's the poster giveaway.
I want
Go ahead.
I want to clarify.
Yeah.
I still do not have that freaking poster hanging above my screen.
Luckily, Ender, I know a guy.
I just want to point that out.
I know a guy, and we can solve that problem really quickly. The next giveaway, everybody.
I've known that guy for over 20 years and still don't have that poster.
The next giveaway is another good one. We're going to be doing,
yes, it is.
We're going to be choosing the winner for the poster about halfway through the show, and then we're going to start the next giveaway, which is for a Starjump challenge coin. It looks exactly like this, and on the back it's got a swirling vortex of a jump point. This is the Starjump challenge coin. It does link into our org to some degree in terms of the design, but boom, that is going to be the second giveaway we do tonight, okay? Now, for those of you that keep asking about the Perseus, okay, the RSI Perseus, let me go ahead and pop that up. I said the other day on stream that if we get to $20,000 raised for April and May, then I would personally, out of my own coffers, offer up an RSI Perseus as a giveaway, okay? We are going to honor that. We have crossed 20,000. Yeah, we have crossed the $20,000 mark. So we do have to wait till all the St. Jude donations are in, both today and tomorrow. But starting on June 1st, I'm going to start the Perseus giveaway campaign. You do not have to donate any money to get in on it. There's going to be multiple ways to get free tickets. However, here's the cool thing. For everyone that has donated towards St. Jude Play Live, thank you for the follow, Eisenzerzog. Hopefully I got that right. Thank you. For everyone that's donated towards St. Jude, for every $10 you donated, you get an extra ticket towards the RSI Polaris giveaway. Okay? So if you've donated $500, you're going to get 50 extra tickets on top of the free tickets that everyone's going to get. Okay? So that's how it's going to work. Okay? Star Snake, how do you enter the raffle? Very easy. All you got to do is go to this Tiltify link, which I am pinning in chat not pinning, but I'm putting in chat right now. The Tiltify link that Starjump just posted in chat. You go there, and that will get you to where you donate. You can click on RSI Polaris. Okay. So that is all we have going on. So the RSI Polaris will not be done tonight. Truther just donated $100 towards a Polaris. Thank you very much, Truther. Appreciate you. Truther's a great dude. So we won't be doing the Perseus giveaway tonight, but the reason I wanted to show it and talk about it for a moment is that for everyone donating, you are getting extra Perseus tickets. Ender can back me up on this. We can go into the Tiltify campaign. We can pull an entire Excel spread document of everyone who donated and how much they donated, and we're going to be able to assign your extra tickets that way, okay? MT Stunner just donated $25 to unlock 1 day of meals for a patient. Thank you very much, MT. By the way, I'm just going to hold.
Donated.
Yeah, go ahead, Ender.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If you donated anonymously, we have your email address.
That's true.
It is attached, so we're able to utilize your email address to get in contact with you or use that to enter your raffle.
Yep.
So,
real quick, I didn't show this earlier, but Ender sent me this 25K lifetime fundraising. As you all know, we have cleared that pretty handily at this point. Now looking at $38,884 raised. Zorkind coming in with another $100 donation towards the RSI Polaris. Thank you very much, Zorkind. Amazing, everyone. We are now at $22,541. We are essentially $1,000 away from Ender saving his beard. He's getting nervous. I see him shifting in his seat.
I'm still debating whether or not I should just shave the beard anyway.
Well, you know, hey, giving people some incentives here. Ed Ramirez says, damn, I entered the wrong thing in that site. Somehow I entered a bid. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
We can look at that.
I entered a bid. Let me go to that site.
Yeah, we can look at that. So real quick, everyone, I want to talk about that. So that is St. Jude, okay? There's multiple giveaways happening tonight, multiple raffles happening tonight. The raffles for the ships will happen at the end of the show. Again, that'll be an RSI Polaris with LTI, donated by our good buddy GearCon, an Anvil Asgard, and then a Guardian MX, all being raffled tonight. There will also be a Starjump poster, a Starjump challenge coin, and then yeah, that's our giveaway. So here we go. Here we go. One more thing to talk about here. There's lots to go over. Quantum Vegas 2955. Okay, there's some really cool new information about this. Ender, we got to talk about you, buddy. I want to get you here. We got to look at those plane tickets, see if you can get off work. Quantum Vegas 2955. Everybody is going to be
fucking job at this point.
Is going to be a really cool Star Citizen themed event in Las Vegas taking place on Saturday, July 12th, 2025 at the really cool Area 15. It's only about 42 days away, everybody, but there's some great deals to get to Vegas right now on hotel rooms, flights, all that good stuff. The ticket prices for this are currently still at $99 till May 31st. They do go up $25 after May 31st, though. So try to get your tickets now if you can. It's going to be a who's who of people. Some new people have been added to the roster. I'll go on down here. DePoets, who's in chat, everyone give DePoets a salute. DePoets will be a guest host for Quantum Vegas. It's going to be really exciting. Right along with Kim Ellis from EE Studios is our other guest host. Norris Peak just donated $100 towards the Polaris. Norris Peak, thank you very much. Salute to you. We are climbing up the donation ladders, folks. This is absolutely incredible. I mean, how much money have we raised tonight? At least over $1,000 already, everybody. Be proud of yourselves. Salute yourselves, by the way. But in addition to our two amazing guest hosts of DePoets and Kim Ellis, we have the one and only Sandy Roberts, co-founder of Cloud Imperium Games, going to be there in person at Quantum Vegas 2955. Not only Sandy Roberts being there, but Sean Tracy, Senior Director of Tools and Tech Content, one of the real OGs of Cloud Imperium Games. I'm pretty sure he's been there from the beginning. We'll have Galactica and Tyler Zylo-Witkin on site as well. So we'll have a whole host of CIG folks at the event. It's going to be really, really cool. Nate Ellis from EE Studios. Paul Shelley, the Astro Historian himself, will be there. Serious Fun and Griffin Gaming, both doing a ton of work to organize this event, will be there as moderators. Daniel Raymond, the voice of Ray's Guide, will also be there. He's a new addition to this cast of characters. Commander Fran, who puts on the Beacon events over in Europe, and I've done some work for before. Commander Fran will be there. And, of course, Nick at Night, who is an absolutely amazing Bar Citizen event organizer. And then there will also be yours truly, Starjump Grim, doing a panel discussion centered around spaceships. I'm still figuring out what I'm talking about, but I know it'll be good. I'm doubting building an anvil capital ship 40, on stage is
40 more days.
Everyone, Griffin Gaming in chat. Everyone, give Griff a salute. Griff is doing an absolute ton of work getting Quantum going here, so we really appreciate it. But yes, I will be on stage talking about something ships related. It'll either be doing a live build of an Anvil Capital ship, or maybe we'll do something else. I have another idea of something cool that we could do. Either way, it's going to be a fantastic event. Make sure you get your tickets. Look at the cast of people that are going to be there. I can't wait to meet people on the ground. I'm really excited. It's going to be a quick trip. But again, it's going to be a really fun one, and Vegas is a cool place to do it. Okay, so Quantum Vegas 2955. If you haven't checked out the website, here's the website. Post it in chat. Make sure you go do that. Go check out the event. Look at those plane tickets. Look at those hotel rooms. There are some really fantastic deals right now on flights and all that stuff. So Zero, hello, how are you? Okay, am I seriously not showing? Oh, no.
So Grim, a bunch of us are just getting one big party Airbnb, right?
Sure. Yeah, we could do that. Hey, I got a hotel room with two beds in it. I'm just saying, I got a hotel room with two beds in it already.
I thought we were going to cuddle.
We just need to check your plane flight options. Yeah, it could cuddle. All right, everybody. We have the poster giveaway running. By the way, poster giveaway is running. So make sure you do exclamation ticket or exclamation ticket space max. If you are on YouTube, though, there is a link pinned to the top of chat that you can go to, leave a comment, and that will get you in on that, and we will pull a name from the Twitch, pull a name from the YouTube, put you in the wheel of names, and that will be the winner of the poster. Okay, here we go. I think I've gone through everything. Now, the first thing on our bits of show notes to talk about is St. Jude Play Live. I want to talk about that for a minute because that's why we've been doing this for the April, pushing this so hard for the month of April and May. And I wanted to take a moment to before we get into some Star Citizen stuff, which we are going to get to. I know everyone likes a good bit of Star Citizen discussion, but before we get to that, I did want to just say truly a heartfelt thank you to all of you. This has kind of been my first year really getting down in the trenches with Ender, but Ender's been doing this St. Jude stuff for a couple of years already. Okay, that's why you see that lifetime raise number down there. And he's already been in the trenches for quite some time, and this is the first year I jumped in this type of way. And I got to tell you, it's been amazing. It's been very rewarding. I've enjoyed connecting with all of you in chat, whether it's on Twitter, during live streams, on YouTube comments, or whatever. Everyone just being so supportive. There's several of you, and I don't want to call out any names because I would hate to not name someone, but there's been a lot of you that have donated multiple times, almost every single stream. And that's pretty incredible. And some of you have donated every single stream and a lot of money every single stream. So I think, obviously I want to get Ender's opinion here too on this, but I am just really blown away by the Starjump community, the Star Citizen community. While this is the final night of St. Jude, I know we've got a community that backs people in need, causes that are important, all that kind of stuff. We have just a very generous community. So all of you in chat, for me, I give you a sincere thank you. A quadruple salute, as you know, I like to do. So thank you very much. Ender, I don't know if you wanted to say anything before we kind of move on into Star Citizen stuff about St. Jude Play Live this year, this 2025 campaign.
This has been, more than I could have even imagined we could have done. I was hoping to hit 25K lifetime, and here we are almost at $40,000.
Thank you, King.
Lifetime.
Yeah, almost at $40,000 lifetime. Isn't that incredible?
I would have even thought we'd have gotten close to that, and the community just rallied behind it and said, "Hey, we're gonna absolutely blow everything out of the water for this." So
Recon just donated $25 towards a 1 day of meals for patients. Thank you very much, Recon03. Appreciate you. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, Ender.
Nope, you're good.
Mookins just donated $100 towards the RSI Polaris on a red wagon. Mookins, thank you very much. Another frequent donator.
You guys have been awesome, and I can't wait to see what we do next year.
Yeah, it's and seeing the response this year. I want to back up for 1 minute here. And again, everyone, thank you for your patience. We are going to get to some Star Citizen talk, but I wanted to back up 1 minute here. Before Play Live happened, probably around March, I would say, right? Under March or February, we were doing a lot of talking, planning. How are we going to do this? How do we want to do this? And one of the things we did was we went and bought a bunch of party games. We had these grand aspirations.
Zero party games.
We were going to do Wives Night gaming, which my wife just asked me about. What are we not doing that now? I've been hit, we had all kinds of plans. We had a kids' night gaming thing. And honestly, you got to remember, Ender's dealing with real life stuff. I'm dealing with real life stuff. We are not full-time streamers or full-time creators. DePoets, thank you for stopping by, ma'am. Salute to you. Thank you for your donation. DePoets, everybody, give him a round of applause. Absolutely amazing content creator. Thank you very much, DePoets, for stopping by. But where I'm going with this is we had a lot of big plans. We had a lot of big aspirations. And real life just sort of got in the way, and we just sort of did what we could do to connect with you all as a community and get these donations coming in. And those big numbers, we are proud of them. But we're more proud of you all because you all made those numbers happen. So we really appreciate it. And again, big shout out to our raffle prize donators in the form of GearCon, Mal Member, Bingo Winchester, Lazy Donuts, and James from Icon City. Without those raffle prizes too, to incentivize people, I don't think we would have seen the numbers we saw as well. Not that that's why people are always donating, but they help supercharge the audience. And really, really thankful for everything everyone has done. So,
Grim, we haven't done any beans.
We haven't done any beans, and you know what? We've gotten a ton of donations. I don't know how much money we've raised just in the last 39 minutes, but it's at least over $1,000.
It's been a lot. So. Yeah, it's been a lot.
I've got my beans here, everyone. We are going to do some bean boozle. As you know, we will do this every now and then to when money starts coming in. We probably owe y'all at least 2. When you spin the wheel, it has a chance... So lame.
Wow.
It has the chance to land on a good flavor or a bad flavor. You don't know what you're going to get till it goes in your mouth. That's what she said. And we're going to run it here. I think we owe you all a few beans. I don't know if E2
Ruff is
Kairu,
right. A handful of beans is about right.
I don't know if
I'm
E2 Kairu is.
handful.
I don't know if E2 Kairu is watching right now. But he always tries to remind us of the beans. So this is for you, Kairu. Ender, are you ready to spin, buddy?
Austin's got a good idea here.
Okay, execute. Yeah. 2 at once. Oh, see, that's dangerous, right? That's dangerous.
I'm liking this. Execute. I'm liking this.
And there's E2 Kairu with a $35 donation to Bean Citizens. The Red Crimson, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. By the way, everyone, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes, subscribes, all that tonight. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Here we go. I'm spinning here. You'll notice Ender hides his spin because he's conspiring against you all. Here I go.
Oh, yeah. No, because none of them can be bad.
Here we go.
I don't tilt mine because it stops quick.
Ooh, I got strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. My daughter said that neither one of those are good. Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish.
No. I just got that one too. So.
Did you? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me find it.
And liver and onions. So I'm gonna get dead fish and liver and onions. I never get anything good on these.
All right, I've got it. I've got it in hand.
What's your other one? You're doing 2 at once.
Shoot.
You're not doing
we're doing 2 at once.
Oh yeah.
$10 from Kavotha for a new toy for the hospital players. Okay, all right. Let me spin again.
My body is ready, bud.
Okay, this one landed on juicy pear or booger. This ain't gonna mix well. Come on.
What do you think? It's gonna be good without it?
God, this is gonna be horrible. I picked the booger one that has not so many dark spots, which maybe that's we'll see.
I'm gonna triple down. I'm gonna go even better on mine. I'm going with 3.
Yeah.
Barf, dead fish, and liver and onions, folks.
Now wait a minute. Do they both have to go into our mouth at the same time?
That's what she said. Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah, clever. All right, here we go, everyone. Thank you for the donations. That's not a good mix.
Oh boy. One of those is strawberry banana. One of those is liver and onions, and one of those is barf. And it is not a good mix. Wow.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
One of those is strawberry bananas. Oh God. One of those is strawberry bananas. The other one is booger. And shockingly, the booger cancels out the strawberry banana. Oh God, that is bad. That is bad. I don't know if I can get these down. Man, they're so hard to get down, aren't they? It's like they don't want to go down.
Grim.
Yeah.
Act like a.
Are you just going to say suck it up?
Your high school. Act like your high school girlfriend telling you it's her first time and swallow.
Mm-hmm. I love how Ender comes on my streams and just blurts out whatever he wants, as if there's no kids watching this. Okay.
There are no kids watching this. It is 9:43.
Yeah. This is hard to get down.
Delicious. Oh my God.
There's a rich taste of booger in it too. Like it really does permeate.
Since everybody's donated so much. Oh my God.
Kavotha, thank you for that $10 donation, by the way.
Since everybody's donated so much, I'm gonna go one further and I'm gonna try to finish off. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. A durian fruit candy too.
Sorry, everyone. I'm having a little trouble talking here.
Has anybody here had a durian fruit candy or durian fruit in general?
I have.
Ender After Dark. That's right, Kavotha.
Altzilla.
Altzilla, you don't want to know the answer to that.
Don't want to know.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. Altzilla, I'll tell you. We both had children A toddler will sneeze in your face with your mouth open, okay?
Oh yeah. Okay, I got it down, but I have to admit there's some pieces stuck in the mouth. Not good.
Durian fruit is so disgusting. Who eats this on purpose?
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad. That is rough. That is rough. Oh man.
Can somebody tell me who eats durian fruit on purpose? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but Sandgroper says I'm more surprised that Grim knows what boogers taste like. That's because he looks at me as having a high. Sandgroper looks at me as being pretty high class, which is why he wasn't expecting that I'd know what a booger tastes like. All right.
I'm the low class one of this group.
Yes,
Grim.
yes,
Come on,
yes.
What are you doing?
All right, everybody, we're going to go over and talk a few things real quick, Star Citizen related. Here we go. We're going to switch her on over. We're going to talk about Invictus 2955 this year. I want to do a little bit of review of it, what we thought. I know, Ender, you didn't get a lot of time to partake.
We already know Sea Turtle.
Yeah, we didn't know you didn't get a lot of time to partake in it this year, but it was a very interesting and I would say a milestone Invictus for Star Citizen. Now, what is the big deal with this one? The Idris released. I think that is enough to talk about. Back when we originally had our shows during Invictus, we talked a lot about what ifs, right? There were signs that the Idris was coming. There was signs other ships were coming. Now that Invictus is over, we've had time to sort of sit in it for a bit. Resonate with all the ships that came out, saw the deals, the controversies, the highs, the lows. I want to get a sense from everyone in chat. Let us know, what did you think of Invictus this year? Was it the event you hoped for? Did the controversies outshadow or sort of outshine the really cool things that happened during Invictus? How did you feel about it? I know, I think from a controversy standpoint, this one was one of those events that was really great for some people, but some of the controversies really hurt the excitement for others. Skrill says, underwhelming. I expected more. So yeah, I think a lot of people probably have a lot. I'm sitting so low on this chair. What is going on here? Bear with me, everybody. I'll go ahead and give you my opinion. So Invictus this year for me was a really good one. I enjoyed it. I think the Idris coming into game, first and foremost, anytime a big ship comes off the backlog, lands in backers' hangars, especially backers that paid for it, maybe they paid that $1,000 10 years ago, that is a good day whenever that can happen. Even if you don't own those ships, because that means CIG is fulfilling promises, okay? Sometimes those promises are in the form of tech, like server meshing and what have you. Sometimes those promises are in the form of pledges that CIG said they were going to release, and then they finally release. So I look at that as a positive. It's hard to look at that as a net negative in any way for me. Put away the prices, put away the K kit and the T kit and some of the controversy around that. Just purely delivering on a pledge item. Okay, that's a win. Now, the other ships that came out for me were interesting, especially when you go back and look at last year's Invictus, where we got kind of like, we got the Nursa, we got the Pulse, and I think another smaller thing, like the ships were and vehicles were a little bit on the like lighter side, where this year not only we get the Idris, but we got the Starlancer TAC, the Anvil Asgard, the Greycat MTC, and the Mirai Guardian MX. So a big host of ships released. They were kind of covering their bases as well. So you get a big capital. You got the heavy fighter in the form of the Guardian MX. You have the kind of general purpose all-rounder that's based off a popular variant in the Asgard. And then you get a new ground vehicle made by a manufacturer that has not participated in Invictus before. That's enough to get people excited. So from a ship standpoint, I think it was a success. Now we'll get to the controversies, but Ender, do you agree from a ship standpoint? Did you look at Invictus as a success? Were they bland to you? Did anything interest you? I know you weren't really involved in Invictus this year. You've been dealing with other stuff, but what's your thoughts as that person who's been kind of like out of it for a period of time?
The some of the ships interested me. You know, the Starlancer always looks good, but the build is the only thing I'm interested in. And I'm not a whale, so I'm not buying an Idris.
Yeah.
Everything else was okay. The Guardian's just not the ship for me. I think it's cool. The MX is cool, but again, I didn't see it as great.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was all okay. I won't call it underwhelming, but it was just good.
Yeah.
I would say that the Idris, maybe it feels good to see it out in the world, but it's not my ship, so
right.
It's just nice to see.
Yeah. No, I can understand that, and you know, pulling up the funding chart here, and I think the reason I'm talking about funding right now is we're talking about ships specifically. If you look here in the funding chart for this year, holy moly, is CIG like really outperforming the last few years, even the years where they were really doing well. I mean, they are killing it. And I was talking about on a stream just the other day how by the way, everyone, real quick, don't forget we are giving away a Starjump poster. To get in that, if you're on Twitch, you want to do exclamation ticket in chat or exclamation ticket space max to buy your tickets to enter to win that. If you're over on YouTube, I've got a link pinned to the top of the chat. You want to go to that link, you want to leave a comment, and we will choose the YouTube winner, we'll choose the Twitch winner, we'll put you in the random wheel of names and spin to win a Starjump poster, okay? So going back to our chart here, I mean, talk about raking in the dough this year. And one has to think, why? Why is CIG suddenly outperforming last year to the tune of almost $14 million, maybe? Yeah, about $14 million. Andrew, I don't know if you have any thoughts on that. I've gone back and forth on, you know, some of the reasoning, but before I say mine, what do you think the reasoning is? Why do you think CIG's outperforming this year, and really outperforming every month? They outperformed in January, February, March, April, and it's just gotten exponentially bigger.
Some of it's the ships that they've come out with for the previous years. Some of it's the like ancillary items that they've been selling, the racing suits, the
some of the more microtransaction-y stuff.
Yeah, the microtransaction stuff.
Yeah.
I think this Invictus launch week and the orange that you're seeing there, honestly, is your Idris, but also more likely your blades and your rocket pods and your kits.
You think
it's still microtransactions, but I think that those are popular enough, even though they're
well
hated by people. I think that they are being bought by people too.
Well, so that's interesting because that's something I haven't heard talked about too much from people, which is how many of those have sold. Obviously, we don't really have that data because since the ships were all sold throughout the entire event, it's hard to pinpoint which, or no, they weren't. Sorry, they weren't. But it's still, because the blades were and the bomb racks and all that, it's still a little hard to pinpoint what was selling and when. But I mean, that's an interesting point. I would be super curious to know how well that stuff sold. Again, everybody, we're talking about the controversial blades and bomb racks.
Matt, I would argue that is not correct because I've had new players who have come into the game who cannot play the game right now.
Yeah.
And it's not their computer, it is stability. They just cannot get into the game. So I'd argue that stability is not why money is surging.
And it's probably, here's the thing, it's probably no clear answer because I'm sure some people are having playability be an issue. Some are doing just fine. To the ones that's doing just fine, maybe that is encouraging them. I do think that server meshing finally coming to the game probably gave a good subset of people a reason to donate because they maybe or put more money into it because they do what I do, which is where they go, well, you know, a big milestone was crossed, so I feel good about that. I feel trust is there. I'm going to put more money in because they crossed this big tech milestone. I did that back with persistence in 3.8. I think there's going to be people that put more money in just because the ships. Remember, we've had a ship come every month now because we got this new content cadence patch cycle. There's going to be 11 patches this year instead of the usual 4. So just content cadence could be it, and a lot of that content centered around gameplay, right? So that could be a big driver of this increase in funding. It could be a lot of things, to be totally honest with you, and it might take us till the end of this year to get a fuller picture and understanding of what this is shaping up to be. I can guarantee you CIG's focusing on this, though. There's no way their bean counters aren't looking at this and saying, oh, okay, wow, we're 14, we're 14% over here. Or sorry, we're plus 37.2% over where we were last year at the same time. There's no way they're not looking at that and saying that. I mean, that is a significant, bit of growth. Now, Sandgroper says, I think Grim is in the minority with that. If people can play and it's established, the wallet's open. You may very well be right. You may very well be right. Obviously, we're speculating. I just think there's a lot of reasons that are accounting for this. Another reason that's not talked about as much too is at last year's CitizenCon we saw Squadron 42 be played live on stage. We got a release date of 2026. And even though I know there's the meme, 2 more years, that probably inspired a lot of people too. I guarantee you. I mean, I'll tell you this, that Squadron 42 gameplay demo had a little bit of an effect on me. I actually wasn't too interested in Squadron 42, to be totally honest with you. And after that gameplay demo, I was like, oh man, I want to see the rest of this story. I really do. I want to see the rest of this story. Kavotha says, when do you think Squadron 42 will go on sale again? I think later this year, Kavotha. I think it depends on what CIG does with the release timing for Squadron 42 now that Grand Theft Auto 6 has been delayed to May 2026. Or sorry, May 2026. Right? Because of that delay, thank you, Kaz, for that follow. Because of that delay, CIG is going to want to avoid Invictus time next year like the plague. So either they got to release it early in 2026 or they've got to release it later in the year. And if they're releasing it later in the year, you might as well wait till the tail end of the year towards IAE. But depending on when they release it, you're going to start seeing Squadron 42 game packages go back on the Pledge Store in some way, although massively revamped. I think you're going to see that at least 6 months before release because, 6 to 8 months before release, I imagine we would start to see the ramp up of the marketing campaign. You know what I mean? That's just something you're going to see. That's something you're going to see. Let's see here. Cody Fox says, look at what happened after the Idris drop. Confidence levels soared, which is why so many more people were rushing in trying to buy Idris and Kraken. People actually believe these things will happen when CIG delivers a 12-year backlog ship. Yeah, I agree. I mean, when CIG delivers on a really old thing, people get excited. I would put I would say the same thing about server meshing or Pyro or any of that. When people see those things come in the game, even if the game isn't playable for them, they go, oh, okay, CIG delivered something they promised. So, okay, they've earned a little bit of trust, right? So, yeah, it's interesting. But looking at these numbers and seeing where Invictus fell, I mean, Invictus did really, really, really well this year. So CIG is going to definitely be taking that into account as we trek further down the road, towards the CitizenCon and IAE events later on this year. Okay, we may even get a new event we don't know about. I also like to think about things like best in show events and stuff, which are usually big sellers for ships. So Invictus review. Let's talk about the controversy real quick. I do want to talk just briefly about that. A lot of content creators have kind of talked about this topic, to the point of really just sort of completely discussing
beating
every
a dead horse to death.
I know, Ender, you had pretty strong thoughts about the blades and bomb racks. Still feeling the same about all that?
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I will say before you begin, in the 4.2 patch notes that just came out because it just hit all waves, the blades are now in shops. So CIG has expedited that. Those are going to be in the 4.2 in-game. You can buy it in-game with credits.
And that is what I expected to hear.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense for them not to be in shops and
I agree.
and purchasable. Like,
Yeah.
just purchasable for money. It's ridiculous. In shops and purchasable, I'm okay now. That makes more sense. It just did not make sense to be money.
Yeah.
It just didn't.
How big of a burn was that for you? Like, is that something that you can chalk up to, like, okay, CIG learned a lesson here, and now we move forward, or do you think that had a real lasting impact on people's concerns over pay to win?
No, but I don't think CIG learned a lesson. I mean, this is CIG. They've done this before. It'll happen again. People will complain. They'll fix it. People will move on. Cycle continues. But
yeah,
I think that people will move on and be okay. And I think it'll have a lasting memory for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But people still complain about stuff that has been fixed and gone for ages.
That's true. Yeah.
So the memory of the Star Citizen community is long and it is unforgiving.
It'll be something that's come up again and again because people are going to reference it now. And that's what I hate about it, is that for any future controversy, it's now going to be the point of reference. You know what I mean?
And that's what makes me so mad, because CIG fixed themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and people will forget that CIG fixed themselves. They'll only remember that the controversy happened in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's a good point.
You almost come to a they're damned if they do, damned if they don't situation. So at some point, community, maybe listen up. At some point, they're going to just figure, well, if we're damned if we do, damned if we don't, fuck it. Why are we going to do it?
Right. Right.
I mean, see, Joel, that's the thought process that's going to get you to the fuck it. And they're not going to fix it. And then we're all going to be just pissed off.
Yeah. I will say
yes, they damned themselves, but they fixed themselves. And that's the important part.
And they've been pretty quick to course correct on some stuff lately, going all the way back to John Cruz, quick course correction on the Galaxy and the base building modules and stuff. So they have been listening to players. They really have. Jay Bird says, Grim, do you think the CIG will rework the Raylan? I'm sure it'll have some reworks go on, but it's going to be the ship you pledged for. It's going to look the same and do the same stuff. It may have some interior rework stuff, though. That's pretty common. I still think the Raylan's a little bit ways away, though. I don't think it's coming anytime soon. But yeah, it's I do think CIG has been pretty quick to do course corrections. I'm not trying to apologize for them, but they have been listening, making those course corrections. I am still one of those people that's sort of in the middle on the whole Blade fiasco, where and bomb rack fiasco, where I'm like, yeah, I do see they kind of are pay to win-ish, and they should have gone to game stores day one if you could buy them on the website. I 100% agree with that. The only thing that holds me a little bit back from being too like militant about my disgust over it or anything like that would be the fact that the blades aren't a full boost. They increase your stats in one area and then actually reduce your stats in another area. So the blades make you faster in a straight line, but then reduce your maneuverability. If they did things where they like made you faster in a straight line and made you more maneuverable, that seems like a little crazy to me. The other fact is that I still personally can't get past the concept that ships in and of themselves are a bit of a pay to win when they're on the pledge store. And you all know that I am fully fine with the ships being on the pledge store. While I don't think ships are the end game of this game, meaning working your way up to a pioneer is not how you win the game. You win the game by accruing money and being able to have purchasing power and influence, no matter if you're doing that in a solo ship or a giant multi-crew pioneer. But especially with combat gameplay, like it or not, there is and always will be metas that pop up in combat gameplay. Just because certain things are certain ways, certain ships are nerfed or buffed, or certain patches where certain ships are the meta. And the fact that someone can go on a website and buy the meta, to me, again, is a form of pay to win. And I don't think that's right either. Just like I didn't think the blades were right to be on the kind. But it's just one of those things when I think about like the pay to win stuff, I'm like, I'm not going to get super upset about the blades because there's 100 other situations that you can kind of do that with right now in Star Citizen that seem equally bad. You know what I mean? So there we go. I am glad CIG made a quick course correction on it, though. Kudos to CIG for listening and getting them in the player stores. If you did check the 4.2 PTU patch notes, it does say there that performance blades are on the shops. All right, everybody. It's time to get to something. It is time to get to something. We need to do our first giveaway for the Starjump poster.
Whoa.
Starjump poster. We're going to be giving away this poster right here. All you had to do on Twitch was do exclamation ticket or exclamation ticket space max. If you're on YouTube, all you need to go is to the YouTube channel or YouTube link pinned to the top of chat. Leave a comment there. We're going to pull a random comment from today's stream. We're going to pull the Stream Elements Twitch winner. We're going to put you both in the wheel of name. We're going to spin it. The winner of that will get the Starjump poster, okay? You do have to be in chat, though. I am going to call it out and see if you're here. And if you win, you will need to contact me through Discord. You're going to need to DM me, okay? So here we go. We're over on Stream Elements. I'm going to go ahead and close that in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Giveaway is now closed. Okay, we're going to draw a winner. Twitch audience, make sure you respond if I call your name out. Be paying attention. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. I'm drawing a winner, and it is Mithrix. I know Mithrix is in chat. Mithrix, are you there? Let us know. Mithrix has got to be there. He's got to be there. Let's see. There's Mithrix. Mithrix.
There he is.
All right, Mithrix, you are going in the wheel of names. Let's go ahead and put that in there. There we go. Mithrix, congratulations. All right, now we're going to do the YouTube random comment picker. I've got it set for 9 p.m., which is when the stream started today. And we're going to go ahead and pick a random YouTube comment. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Picking a random comment. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. Don't forget those Tiltify donations. We really appreciate it. Brought in a ton of money tonight for sick kids and their families battling cancer through St. Jude.
Lots of money.
Yeah, lots of money. Okay, Comment Shark's taking a little while here. It must be hunting
Did you
for
say
that.
Comment Shark?
Yeah, it could be. Could be. We'll let the shark hunt here for a second. Hopefully it is behaving. Hopefully it is behaving. It's loading comments, so just bear with it, everybody. Bear with it. Got it set for May 30th, 2025, starting at 9 p.m., which is, again, when our show went live. So it's got to go through a lot of comments because this video has a lot of comments. So just give it a minute as it hunts for that. Congratulations, Mithrix, by the way. Your name is in the wheel of names, and we will pull another name here to put in the wheel with you in just a second here. Comment Shark has never taken this long, so we'll have to give it a minute.
Did you do it right, Grim?
I did. It's all in there, right? Oh, something went wrong. But that's okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to reload Comment Shark. We're going to re-put in 5:30, 9 p.m. There it is. Random comment. Pick a random comment again. Let's see if it behaves. If it doesn't, we'll have to go with the backup plan here, people. If it doesn't, we'll have to go with the backup plan. And I do know the backup plan. Don't worry. I do know the backup plan.
He's got a plan, folks.
I do have a plan if this doesn't work. Okay, if it doesn't work. At least I think I do. I think I have a plan.
Grim to the Leo Getz from Lethal Weapon. Okay.
Great roll by Joe Pesci, by the way. Great roll. Okay. Is this going to work? This is the first time random YouTube comment picker has not been functioning, which is not good. But we may have a backup plan. Bear with me, everybody. We'll let that hunt for a minute. We will let that hunt. We're going to grab
I agree, Zero. We need a lethal weapon 5.
We do. Stand by.
it would be lethal weapon 5, geriatric, whatever, but
all right, everybody.
Lethal weapon 5.
Random comment picker doesn't want to. So here's what we're going to do. We got to do this the hard way, unfortunately. We're going to have to do a different video. If you're over on YouTube, I need you to leave a new comment on a new video with less comments, I think. So I'm gonna pin.
Why don't you do Academy? I'm kidding.
Yeah, we'll do that on the next one for sure. I pinned it in channel. This is a different video. Go there, leave a comment. Leave a comment in that video. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna give everybody about 10 minutes here. We'll talk about something else, and then we'll get going on this.
JF. Pretty sure all of us are way too old for that shit. I really am too old for this shit. I like it, Zero. Sell it. Let's go.
There we go.
We're going to fucking Hollywood.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We'll give that a minute to tick over. Mithrix, you are still sitting in the wheel of names. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to let some comments roll here for about 5 minutes. If you're over on YouTube and you want to get a chance to win the Starjump poster, go leave your comment here. Hopefully this one will work. The reason the other one might not have been working is because the Kraken video has like a ton of comments in it, and maybe it was having trouble parsing those. This video has a lot less comments, so we'll try that. Real quick, everyone, though, while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and bring it up one more time. Do not forget, everybody, we're doing a raffle drawing at the end of this episode for an RSI Polaris Corvette capital ship with LTI, courtesy of our good buddy GearCon. We'll then be doing a runner-up raffle for an Asgard, and then another runner-up raffle for a Guardian MX. Okay, all those ships donated by GearCon and MAL members. So thank you very much. Just go to the Tiltify links. If you're over on YouTube, that Tiltify link is as follow. I'll put that in chat right now. And if you're over, there it is. There's the Tiltify link. And if you're over on Twitch, obviously, I put the link there down there now with the donate icon, or the donate bot there. So FXCTY. I'm sure that's a cuss word. I'm just thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
What is it?
Booger Beans broke the picker is what he's saying.
FX, how's it spelled?
Fuckty, maybe?
No, come on now. Don't do that shit. No, FXCTY. No.
I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff. Okay, everybody. We're going to try to pull the random comment from YouTube.
That's what you come up with?
Hopefully you left your comment. Here we go, everybody. Going to end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully this works. Sorry that it hasn't been. I've never had this website not work.
How about FX Cuddy or Cutie? You come up with, God, you're doing a great job tonight. You're a real professional, Greg.
Yes, I know. Sorry. Okay, is it possible this is not working? Okay, I may need to find
Kimmy with a raid.
Oh, Kimmy65 with a raid, just rated with 13 viewers. Thank you very much, Kimmy. Appreciate you. Salute to you. Really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it. Everyone, we're going to try out a new random comment picker here. Stand by. Bear with me. This one is going to error out. I can already tell. I don't know why it's being this way. We're going to go ahead and close it. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's go ahead and bring over this one. Okay, we're going to try this one. Let me get the right link in there. Let me get the right link.
It's FX City. Grim, it's FX City, dude.
Oh, okay, so I was real wrong.
Way off. Look at it. You can see FX City.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Grim, I think you need a nap.
Yeah,
it's nappy time for you, Bob.
It's pretty bad. Here we go, everyone. I'm going to do a random comment pick now. We'll see if this website does it. Stand by. I am going to call you out to see if you are there. Oh, no, wait a minute. That is for the wrong video. Stand by. I did it wrong again. Got to go to the new video.
Hey, guys, Grim is actually pretty good at this sometimes.
I don't know why it's not working tonight. It's crazy. I do not know why it's not working tonight, but we're going to solve this. We're going to solve this. I got this. I got this. Thank you, everyone, for being so patient. How embarrassing. I'm semi-embarrassed, but not like super embarrassed. Okay, here we go. Anything goes. Pulling a comment now. Here we go. It pulled 72 comments. Here we go. We're going to pick a winner now. I'm going to call you out in chat, and we'll just find the first person that is in chat. So here we go.
Mithras, we're just going to spin it with you on the wheel.
First comment that shows Brian Havoc. Brian Havoc, are you in chat?
We know Brian Havoc. What's up, Brian?
Brian Havoc, call it out if you're in chat. You got to be in chat. Got to say hello. I'm going to give you
Brian.
about 10 seconds.
Is it Brian or Byron? Is it Byron?
Brian. It's Brian.
It is Brian.
Yeah, Brian Havoc.
I'm a good reader.
Yeah, Brian Havoc. Make sure YouTube's on a little bit of delay, so we'll give him just a second to respond. Oh, he's here. There he's here.
Up,
Brian Havoc. Brian Havoc. Congratulations. Going to put you in the wheel of names here. We're just going to call it. We're just going to say Havoc because I like that. All right, here we go. Havoc. There we go. Brian Havoc and Mithrix. We're going to spin the wheel here. Whoever it lands on will win the Starjump poster. Just remember, if you win, you need to. There you go. If you win, you need to DM me through Discord, okay? And I will get your mailing information. This is a physical poster, okay? So here we go. Here we go. Spinning. Good luck to everybody. Here we go.
Havoc, you did a good job on spelling, Grim. You're having a good night. There we go. How much have you had to drink?
It's a little bit. I've had a little drink or two tonight. I've had a little drink or two tonight. Havoc, congratulations. You just won a Starjump Fleet Viewer poster. I'm going to get your name. Again, this is the poster you won. I'm going to get your name in my poster list of posters that need to be processed. Please make sure you contact me on Discord, and we will get the information from you. So that this can be sent out to you. Congratulations. That is absolutely amazing. Brian just said he is a wiener. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Next thing I got to do is we're doing a giveaway now. We're doing the next giveaway, and let me get to that. Okay. The next giveaway we're doing is for the
I love the name Meat Salad.
Yes, very good.
Big fan of your name.
Yeah. All right. The next giveaway we're doing, everybody, is for this amazing thing right here, the Starjump Challenge coin. I usually have one on my desk, and for the first time in history, do not have one on my desk.
Oh, duck. Yeah. I usually have one on mine, and I don't.
So this will be your chance to win a Starjump Challenge coin.
What did I do with it?
Okay, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Starjump org here in a minute, and you'll hear a little bit about this design. But on the back of this coin, there is a kind of swirling vortex representing a jump point. Okay, so here we go. How do you enter this? Okay, so if you're on YouTube, guess what? You're just going to leave a comment on the same link that's pinned to the top of chat. Those of you that left a comment during the posters, your comment's still good. Leave it up there, okay? You don't need to leave another one. For those of you that have not left a comment yet and you want a challenge coin, leave a comment on there, okay? We're going to pull a winner from that same video, okay? Because we know that video is working. We're going to pull another comment from it. Those of you on Twitch, we're not going to do a Stream Elements this time. We're going to do a Stream Racers a little bit later in the show when we give the coin away, okay? So you don't have to do anything for right now. All you need to do is hang on when we do the Stream Racers event. All you got to do is exclamation race, and that will enter you in the race. And then when the race starts, you can do exclamation boost. So there you go. That's how we're going to do the next one. We are getting closer, by the way, everybody, to our big giant raffles tonight. I'm excited. I know you're all excited. Take a look up here, everybody. We're at $22,810 raised for St. Jude tonight. We've got 3 raffles to do. If you want to get a part of those raffles, just make sure you go to the Tiltify links coming up in chat. Make sure you go check those out. And you know what I noticed is that when the Stream Elements posts in the Tiltify link and Restream, it doesn't populate to YouTube, which is really annoying.
It does not. I'll post it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ender. But you can go to that Tiltify link, donate towards St. Jude. For every $100 you donate, you can get an RSI Polaris raffle ticket, and we will be doing that RSI Polaris raffle tonight. Okay, tonight. So at the end of this show, someone is winning an RSI Polaris, someone is winning an Anvil Asgard, and someone is winning a Guardian MX. Okay, big stuff. So make sure you get your donations in. We're getting towards, we're a little bit more than halfway through the show, so now's the time to do it if you're going to do it. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's get back to the show notes here real quick. I want to talk a little bit about patch 4.2. Okay, I know some of you have been following along with the stuff coming out. It's a really exciting patch. It's bringing in several interesting things to the game. One of the big ones being dynamic rain and lightning and storms, which is really awesome. I've seen some of it. It looks absolutely killer. But one of the other things it's bringing on is, I'm going to switch over here. It's bringing on this massive thing, the Apex Valacar. I'm just going to tell you right now, this is something I want to try to do with Ender and some more Starjump people if we can make it happen. I don't know, because every time I tried to go to Pyro, it was, even my computer didn't want to handle it. But one of the things I think one of the developers said is that they had a lot of fun doing this monster creature, and they want to bring a lot more big creatures like this. The other thing that is in the that is coming out are hunting missions. So essentially, population reduction missions for hunting. That is something I'm really excited for kudos on that. You can see the rain here. You can see the giant irradiated Valacar. That thing's huge too. It's taller than a Carrack, by the way. It's Carrack standing nose up. So anyways, we've been going down this release cadence with Star Citizen every month for 2025. There's been some new thing that comes out: Fight for Pyro, Save Stanton, Align or Die, or Align and Mine, all that kind of good stuff. There's really been, and this newest patch is called Stormbreaker. So I'll tell you, I've said it before on previous streams. I know, Ender, you haven't been able to play a lot of these events, but I will say that I think the events have been really good. They've got problems. I don't think they're perfect missions by any shape, but I do think that they have been interesting and fun. Not all of them have attracted me, so I haven't participated in all of them. But the ones I have participated in, I did have a good time. To me, it shows a future of the game, though, that is an active environment. But going on to just this top-of-line stuff here, Ender, what do you think about weather coming into the game? Some of that stuff we saw back at CitizenCon. I think the overall system is going to be called, I forget what they call it, actually. But what do you think about weather and stuff coming into the game? Lightning, storms, procedural storms, all that kind of stuff.
It's nice to see that they're getting that in quick. I mean, I didn't expect to see
pretty
it
fast.
This fast.
Yeah.
So it's nice, and it's nice to see the worm.
Yeah. I agree. OP Focus, thank you for the subscription.
Complaining about.
Yeah, I mean, the worm was long promised. We've had the little ones in with the Hathor mining thing, the Align and Mine or whatever. With this patch, they're bringing in the adult and the apex, which is really cool. CIG did not spin any yarns last year. They said they were coming, and they've come. So that's kind of a big deal and really, really cool. I just want to see one in person. I think it's going to be really cool. Yes, OP Focus, thank you for that subscription. Really appreciate it. Salute to you. So there you go, everybody. Patch 4.2 coming down the pipe. It is now officially open to all waves on the PTU, so you can check it out now. Get in there with your friends, do some business with it. There's been a lot of changes. Check the patch notes. A lot of changes to certain ships. Oh, Rooster Rage just donated $100 to unlock a red wagon for St. Jude. Rooster, thank you very much. Getting those donations warmed back up. Absolutely epic. Everyone, I just want to say, I don't know if any of you are as OCD as me, okay? But I want you all to just look. We are $90 from $23,000 raised. And there's a little bit of an OCD problem I have with that. It's like we got to get across that line, and I think we're going to do it tonight.
So close.
Yes.
It's so close.
Rooster Rage, thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you, Rooster.
Another donator that's just been donating a ton of money, along with everyone else who's donated tonight. We really, really appreciate you and what you're doing for sick kids and their families. Want to make a point real quick, everybody, that the money you donate does not come to Starjump in any way. Okay, you're donating to Tiltify. Tiltify sends it to St. Jude. We doesn't come to us anyway. That's how Ender has always set it up over the years, and that's how it will remain. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So the discussion about the Stormbreaker patch, this 4.2 patch, takes me to a place, and by the way, this footage is courtesy of Captain Foxy Loxy. I'm sure some of you have been following along his content. He's been putting out a lot of content lately on YouTube. But where that leads us is to the next kind of point of discussion. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about what to expect for the remainder of 2025. Okay, the remainder of 2025.
Thank you.
Zorkine just donated $90. Zorkine, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Zorkine. Thanks,
Zorkine, giving you the big salute. Appreciate that, Conan. We are Ender. I want a full pause real quick here, buddy. We've now raised $23,000 for April and May. We've crossed another $1,000 barrier. $23,000 raised when we started this stream tonight.
Insane.
Yeah, when we started this stream tonight, I think we were around 21,000 something.
Yeah.
And now we're at 23,000. Okay, absolutely incredible. Everyone in chat, give your own selves an 07. Give your own selves a round of applause, a pat on the back, because that's absolutely
07's incredible. In the chat. Just fucking blasted.
I want to say, we are only $552 away from this final goal, the final end-all be-all St. Jude gold.
It's more. Hold on.
To save Ender.
It's $557. I'm actually, my math is fucking terrible.
Okay.
I did it fast. 557. So we have to go over that goal.
Oh, you have to go. Okay, good. $5.
Okay.
So we're $557 away from hitting the ultimate St. Jude goal this year for Starjump of $23,552. Okay, that will save Ender's beard, save his dignity, and save his self-worth. Okay, so just keep that in mind as we go towards the rest of the show. Thank you all for your donations. You're all incredible people. You're doing great things for sick kids and their families. So let's go to this next topic of discussion and what 4.2 is sort of the bridge with. Okay, Kavota says he's okay with your sacrifice, by the way.
I'm thinking about doing a poll to see if the community just decides, you know what, we hit the goal, but shave it anyway. I'm thinking about doing a poll.
These loosey goosey rules of Enders, just incredible, just absolutely incredible right now. But anyways, I want to talk about what we can all expect for the year 2025. We're now about to hit June 1st. By the way, my birthday is June 2nd. Hey, about to hit June 1st, which means we are almost 6 months through 2025, the year of content, the year of bug fixing, the year of stability. How's everyone feeling about it? And chime in in chat on what you hope to see for the second half of the year. What are you expecting from CIG? Do you expect this story to culminate in a big climax?
Thank you.
Let us know in chat. CMCD just donated $100 towards the RSI Polaris and a red wagon for St. Jude. Mick D, salute to you, buddy. Thank you very much. Getting us ever closer. Really appreciate that. Ender, I'm going to go ahead and go first on this one with 2025. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I hope. I hope that CIG really continues doing what they're doing, okay, in terms of... Oh my goodness, Rage One just donated $600. Everyone, full pause. Give Rage One a salute. Oh my God. We're now Rage One, constantly doing this. Rage, I'm giving you a quadruple. You know what? I gotta pop up the double salute for all the donations tonight, everybody. There it is. And I don't think it's playing. That's lovely. Anyways, there is the double salute icon. Thank you very much, Rays. We have now hit $23,700, possibly saving Ender's beard and his dignity tonight. Thank you very much. Focus coming in with a $15 donation for a new toy for a hospital player. Thank you very much, Focus. Salute to you.
I think Rage spoke. I think I have to keep it now. It's staying.
I think we leave it up to Rage because
I think we'll leave it up to Rage.
Yeah, he just threw that $600 donation down. I think we leave it up to Rage. But beyond that, let me just say again, everyone, you killed it this year. You killed it.
Absolutely.
Ender, I want a full pause real quick here.
Amazing.
I want everyone to look down here, and Ender, I want you to pay attention down here, buddy. Mm-hmm. You are now at a lifetime raised of $40,000.
Nope. You got to stop with the U.
$58. So let me get it out.
Fuck.
$40,158. Appreciate you, buddy.
Shit.
Salute to you. You've now crossed the 40K mark.
You gotta get used to it too. You're part of this thing. So
I feel good. Wandering Forest,
you got the pink hat on and everything.
Wandering Forest in with a $10 donation. Thank you very much, Wandering Forest. Really appreciate that. Unlocking a new toy for St. Jude. Salute
Focus
to you.
Says shave the beard. No, North says shave the beard. Focus says save the beard.
Save, not shave. Got it. I hope 2025 is a year of mostly the same, but I will say this. Let me pop this in. I do hope we get some sort of big surprise at the end of the year, personally, something that we weren't expecting. CIG's been dropping little things here and there. We're supposed to get a little bit of engineering gameplay coming in June, so I'm really excited for that. So it's not like we have not been getting new features, but I do think if that culminated in a big surprise drop of something at the end of the year, it would be really cool. And here's what I am hopium, or here's the hopium I'm on. I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. In the code for the current 4.1, 4.2 build of the game, which this doesn't mean anything because, yes, it's in the code, but that doesn't mean it's coming. But in the code, there are files for the updated Levski and Nick's system, okay? They're just parts and pieces. They're parts and pieces. But if CIG at IAE or CitizenCon or whatever could surprise drop that Nyx is going into testing, and I'd be okay with it just going into testing, that would absolutely floor me. Even if it's like, hey, at CitizenCon, they say, hey, Nyx is coming in January, we're opening it up for testing. That means the third system would come online, and that would really excite me. That's what I hope we're building to. These files being in the game files is interesting. Okay, so that's going to say that's what I would say. That's my hope, is that we get Levski in on that. Ender, what is your hope for 2025? I know you haven't been actively playing the game too much, but where do you hope CIG and Star Citizen is at the end of 2025?
Honestly, I would love to see Levski back.
Yeah,
and a new system would be nice, but would a new system be a little too much?
I don't think so. By the way, Ender,
Pyro is good.
Zorkind on Discord in our general said he donated $100 towards a Polaris, and then he donated a random 90 and a random 10, and he's asking if he has 2 tickets now.
No, it has to be done towards the Polaris. But we might specifically. But we might be able to.
We could maybe make that exception for you to get it. It's just the way Tiltify reads what the donations are. But Zorkind,
I can see the 90. And what is your? Did you donate under a different name for the 10?
I see the 90. I thought I saw the 10 earlier.
Let me see the 10.
Mostly beef. Hope you're well. Well, we're looking into that.
I see another 10, but I want to see if he donated under a different name and if he can hit me with that different name real quick.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Mostly beef says Grim missed the start. Damn, don't worry. We're all having a good time. We've raised a ton of money. Yeah, he says, yeah, the 10 was without the Zorkind. Okay. We've raised
anonymous.
It's that last Frost 83. Frost 83, the last.
Wandering Frost. Yeah, I've got that. we'll add a ticket for that. We don't usually do that, but we'll do a ticket for that.
We do appreciate it. Real quick, everyone, by the way, we're getting close to the challenge coin giveaway. We're also getting very close to closing the giveaway for the Polaris, Asgard, and Guardian raffle, okay? Because Ender needs time to then pull those names, collate everything, and generate a list to send me, okay? And we want to make sure we get it right, so we don't want to rush Ender. So when we do the challenge coin giveaway, we are going to close the Polaris raffle. Okay. Now you can still donate towards St. Jude, and we encourage you to do that. You're going to be able to donate on Ender's stream tomorrow as well. But the Polaris raffle is closing, okay? Because Ender's going to be in a lot of pain tomorrow. Won't be able to manage a raffle. Okay. By the way, everybody, we have 90 watching on YouTube and 73 watching on Twitch. We really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Okay. So here we go. You know what? Where are we at here? Let's go.
Perseus has not been given away. That's actually later, mostly beef.
Yeah, mostly beef. The Perseus giveaway starts in June 1st. Starts June 1st. And everyone will get a ticket for that. So don't worry. Don't worry. That's coming. More information coming on that very soon too. Yeah. So sorry, Ender, you were saying about the 2025.
I'd like to see Levski back. I'm wondering if maybe it's it would be too much, but maybe it's not. Maybe
because CIG's got to fill that with something, right? They've got to.
Thank you.
It's got to have stuff.
Yeah.
So
Radium TX just donated $100 towards the RSI Polaris. Radium, thank you very much. Salute to you. Really appreciate you. Everyone,
people are asking for me to shave my head and my eyebrows now.
Oh God! Now I will say, Ender does have a job.
I'm not so sure about
so
the eyebrows.
He can't shave the eyebrows. He does have a job.
There's also a debate as to whether or not I should still sacrifice the beard. Yes. Maybe I'll put up a poll.
GearCon is over in the YouTube chat. Everyone give GearCon a salute. GearCon is the one offering up the RSI Polaris tonight and one of the other ships that we'll be doing the runner-up prizes for. So we've raised a ton of money today, everyone. I think we were close to $2,000 on this stream so far.
I think we're over $2,000.
Might be over $2,000 raised.
$2,000, brother.
Yeah.
But I wonder if, because we've got Pyro, is Pyro really fleshed out enough that we're comfortable with where it's at?
Like moving on, is it diverting attention away?
Exactly. Is it good enough? Is it running well enough that we're happy?
Here's my thing. It's hard to know because CIG showed us at CitizenCon that whole system they're coming out with that's procedural and is going to populate all these planets with like tons of locations, right?
That's true.
And assume missions and stuff like that. I would think that based off that system coming, that Pyro's mostly there in terms of unique places built, because they built a lot of places on it, Stanton too, because if they do too much of that, then how much more is going to be brought on with that procedural system? So I don't know. But I think, this whole Nix conversation really sort of goes back to the next thing, which is 1.0, because a lot of people are curious, how far away is 1.0? Is it 3 years? Is it 5 years? Is it 10 years? Whatever. And one of the big things we're waiting on, besides tons of gameplay loops and interagency between those gameplay loops and tons of other stuff. Another big thing we just don't have are all 5 systems, right? We have Stanton, we have Pyro. We're probably going to get Nix soon, but we're still waiting on Castra and Terra. And remember, Terra is a big system. Or not a big system, but it's got a big landing zone, right? That a lot of work's going to have to go into. So, again, when we see systems come down the pipe and cross that finish line, I think it just gives us all a little hope that, okay, we won't be 95 years old when Star Citizen 1.0 lands, right? So, I think for 2025, I want CIG to get the elevator and transit system in Star Citizen fixed. I want the ATC to be fixed. Those are two things they said they were working on. I hope they can make a lot of progress with those two game systems, and then ultimately give us a big surprise at the end of the year that we weren't expecting. So yeah, okay, that's that. Now, real quick, we're going to run to our last topic discussion. It's not really a discussion, it's just a brief teaser mention. Then we're going to do the challenge coin giveaway. Then we're going to gear up to do the raffle. So we're going to start letting Ender focus a little bit on getting the list ready for the raffle. One thing I did...
Starting it now.
Okay, one thing I did want to talk about real quick, though, and I know people were asking about the Prowler variant that was shown in the sneak peek image. Yeah, it looks like a Prowler variant. Don't know much about it. I know Inforunner speculated on it quite a bit. I think the sneak peek tagline said all eyes on you or something like that. Maybe it's some sort of scanning ship.
The Polaris up, by the way.
Yeah, leaving the Polaris up for the moment.
Still donate.
You can still donate for a few more minutes. Okay, you got about another 10 minutes left on the donation thing or so, but get your donations in, everybody. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm going to flip over. I want to talk a little bit about this again. Now, if you're thinking this is a Starjump challenge coin, you're not wrong. This is an image of that. But what this actually is the emblem for the long talked about, hinted to Starjump org. Now, we do have a Starjump org in game now, but it's really just sort of a placeholder for what will be the org. I want to talk a little bit about the Starjump org. We're not going to go into a ton of detail here because we have so much detail that it could be a show in and of itself. And we will eventually, sometime this summer, do a show that really breaks down the Starjump org. But I wanted to talk briefly about it. The Starjump org is, even beyond Starjump content creation, the Starjump org is really why me and Ender started playing this game. Okay, and why we got into Star Citizen is the eventuality of this org. Okay, in every game we play, we always run some sort of org or guild or something like that, or milsim unit, whatever. And Star Citizen will be no different. So what you're seeing here is sort of the emblem, and the emblem does matter. There's some backstory to it. The number of stars matter and everything else. So I want to talk a little bit about the org. The org is going to be a heavy roleplay org. It's going to be essentially a corporation, so it's going to be Starjump Corporation, and it's going to focus on a lot of different services. There's going to be 13 divisions within the org. Each one of those divisions will service a different gameplay kind of loop. So for example, there will be, and I'll pop this up real quick, there will be things like extraction services, security services, recovery services, medical services, and each one of those things down there is actually a division, right? So there's a division that focuses all on construction and fabrication. There's a division that focuses purely on enterprise opportunities for the corporation, selling and buying of items. There's going to be a division that handles all cargo-related needs of the org and stuff. So each one of those divisions is going to be assigned a division director who oversees that. We're going to have people that oversee each system, so that we're going to have a Stanton representative, a Pyro representative, a Nix representative, and so on and so forth. We will have a board of directors, okay, with a CFO, a CMO, all those things, COO, CEO, all those things. We have all this listed out internally in documents. One of the first things me and Ender are going to do is reach out to a few key people that we've spoke to in the past about this. Some of them you will know; they're well known in chats of some of our streams and shows and stuff. There's a few people already earmarked as being on the board. These are people we've known for a long time or know in person, et cetera, et cetera. For example, VMXEO, I would imagine have in a role here, Bingo Winchester, and more. Red Samurai, to answer your question, yes, you will be able to be in two divisions for sure. There's going to be players for sure that are in different parts depending on the gameplay. a lot more thinking went into the org after we saw the future of orgs at CitizenCon and stuff, and what CIG talked about with that. It gave us more impetus to put effort into thinking this out. So while we're not going super in depth on this tonight, I did just want to tell everyone that the Starjump org, because I do get asked about it, the Starjump org is very much a real thing. It is something we want to launch properly. I do wish the better org tools were already out, but we're getting all the pre-planning done now, getting the trusted people brought into the circle, and when we do that, we are going to then open it up probably through an org website as well as Spectrum, and tie it open or open it up to people formally joining. Yes, you can join the Starjump org on Spectrum now, but that again, that's just sort of a placeholder thing, but feel free to do that if you want. But ultimately, this is going to be a bigger thing, and a lot of work is going into it. We just wanted to go ahead and briefly mention it here because we were giving away the Starjump Challenge coins tonight. And if you were wondering what the design itself is, it directly relates to the Starjump Corporation, okay? The gear on the outside here was originally an old reference to the jump gates that we were supposed to have in Star Citizen. Now that gear sort of represents the tools side of Starjump, Fleet Viewer, things like that. The 14 stars here represent our 13 divisions, and then an extra star that represents our board of directors, sort of the leadership apparatus. This kind of sweeping motion going through the jump gate or the jump point here is supposed to be all about this org moving forward. It's a forward-facing org. It's supposed to be about helping people, especially probably new people to the game. And again, it's going to be heavy RP. The backside of this coin too, it has like a vortex that represents jump points. That's just sort of to represent the future, right? And we really think of this org as a long-term thing, okay? So more information is coming on that this summer, okay? Again, we got to talk to a few trusted people here and get a few more positions lined up, but the org is a real thing. It is coming. A lot of info about this. And I do think when the org does officially launch, me and Ender haven't really talked about this yet, but I would assume we would have content, maybe their videos or whatever, or maybe there's a podcast that center around our org and the comings and goings of our org and the operations that it's currently involved in. So there we go. Okay, we've now done that. Now the next thing is we've got another giveaway to do. Okay, so we got to get a couple things in order. We're going to be giving away a Starjump Challenge coin. So first and foremost, let me get a few things up here. We're going to do the random YouTube comment picker thing again, right? Got to do it. And we're going to use the same one we used last time. Let me go ahead.
Please. Let's avoid the shark this time.
Yes, let's avoid the shark. I don't know why it wasn't working. I'm a little disappointed in random comment shark because it does usually work really well. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and grab that link. Hopefully you all left a comment on the link that is pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. You can leave a comment. Doesn't matter what it is, but hopefully you left a comment. That is on our Crucible video. I'm going to plug that link in here. We're going to hunt for a random comment. Then we're going to call for your name in the chat. We do need to hear from you, okay, in chat. Okay, then we'll add you to the Wheel of Names. And then after we've done the Wheel of Names, we'll then play a game of Stream Racers. And the winner from that will go into the Wheel of Names and we'll spin it, and that will be the winner of the Starjump Challenge coin. Okay, here we go. We're going to the YouTube comment picker doing fetch. Good luck, everybody. Good luck.
Red Samurai, to answer your question while we're waiting for this,
yes.
You can join the org now.
Yes.
We'll do quote unquote hiring stuff closer to time when there's more org items. That are feasible for orgs to use.
Yeah, and if you have a real interest in more higher level positions in the org, so division directors and stuff like that, then those are positions that we'll have private conversations with you and feel you out and all that kind of stuff. Here we go, everybody, picking a winner. And let's see here. Shala, I can't even say that. Shala Ghazani, hopefully I got that right. Are you in chat? Going to give you a few minutes to respond. Going to give you a few minutes to respond. Ed Ramirez, yeah, they're definitely bringing that on. I think, again, org tools are just going to be a big deal for the future of the game. Okay. They're just going to be a really big deal. Let's see here. Let me do a quick shamalama ding dong. Yep, exactly.
Bingo.
Schla is not in chat, by the way. Schla is not in chat. We're going to pull another winner.
Bingo, I still have
Schla is not in chat.
Your round sitting here. That you got me. It's sitting right here, sir.
Shala Zane, are you in chat? I'm going to give you a few more minutes. Huh? 30 millimeter. Oh, round. My goodness. There's Ender with the 30 mil. All right, we're giving it just okay, yeah, that's an old one. We're going to draw. We're going to do another one here. We're going to close it. We're going to pull another winner here. Cosmic Turtle.
It is not beef.
Cosmic
is
Turtle,
definitely in the chat.
Cosmic Turtle, are you in the chat? That was just left 30 minutes ago. Cosmic Turtle, are you in chat? Cosmic Turtle. I actually know Cosmic Turtle, so I know the names. So there he is. All right, Cosmic Turtle going in there. By the way, everybody, if I told you to DM me through Discord, I will respond to those later tonight, okay? So don't worry. I do see the Discord DMs that pop up. Okay, Cosmic Turtle is in there. All right, now.
I like turtles.
You like turtles, yeah. We're going to switch over to Stream Racers here.
Yeah, let's
Bear
race.
With me, everybody.
Grim likes doing Stream Racers because he wants to be part of the esports world.
That's true.
And he loves to commentate on these.
That is true. Ender just nailed it. Everyone, we're sitting at $23,825 raised. Absolutely incredible tonight.
Jesus.
Incredible. Okay, let me find Stream Racers. You're not able to join yet, everybody. Stand by. Going to be able to join very, very soon. Just a minute, everybody. Once I have it up, I'll pop it up, and you will be able to see it here. Let me get over. Nope, that's not right.
Still able to enter the raffle, guys, for the Polaris giveaway.
Yes. Okay, doing this one. All right, everybody. You can now do. Wait a minute. You can do exclamation race. You can do exclamation race to get in on this. And if you were wondering if I was going to join just for funsies, of course, I'm going to join just for funsies.
I'm also in there.
And if I do win, it will just go to the second place winner.
Correct.
All right. Go ahead and do exclamation race to get in on this race while you can. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, real quick, so everyone knows, when you are when we are doing the race, I'll try to follow the leaders and try to call out what I see. It's going to be hard to see the entire field, but do not forget, when the race is going on, you can do exclamation boost in chat, which will give you a boost. But I'll warn you, be careful doing an exclamation boost on the turns. You will fly off the race. Going to give everybody another 10 seconds to join. Exclamation race will get you in on this one.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you boost because there's a delay on Grim's stream.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow, by the way. There is a delay. That makes it harder. That does make it harder.
It makes it more difficult. So you got to be real careful with that boost, guys.
Yes. By the way, Ender, I was looking into stream capable games, and you know the company that makes like Stream Raiders and stuff?
Oh yeah,
they shut down.
I know.
That's a shame. I thought that was pretty popular, but
Stream Raiders was a absolutely fun game. I enjoyed doing that every once in a while. I did it for a little while.
You did, yeah. You were doing it for a while. You had a couple of viewers that really liked it. You really liked it.
He's not in chat. I'm surprised I don't see him. We haven't seen him in a while. I actually want to see how he's doing, but Arrow, he's probably busy with that new kid of his.
Arrow
was a big fan.
Yep. All right, everybody, we're about to start this. Here we go. No, Ed Amirez, it only works on Twitch, unfortunately not on YouTube. That's why on YouTube I do the random comment picker. That's why we got Cosmic Turtle from the YouTube. This only works with Twitch. Believe me, I tried to find one that worked with YouTube. It just does not exist, unfortunately. So, okay, here we go, everybody. Here we go. We're going to start the race. And it will start in 20 seconds. Good luck to everyone. I can't tell you that this game doesn't frustrate the hell out of people, but it's a lot of fun. I'll try to give my best play-by-play esports. Here we go, everybody. Don't forget your exclamation boost.
Here we go.
Boost can hurt you sometimes just as much as it can help you. That's all I'm going to say. All right, here we go. There's our field. All right, we're off to the races. Paglamia is in the lead. Looks like we got a battle. Already some boosts out the gate. Rage 1 coming over the ramp. There we go. Oh, Hudson Hawk almost flying past him. Sim Low Deck, who's won a contest in the past, just crashed into the mountains. Here comes the rest of the field coming through.
God.
Oh my goodness, here they come, everybody. They are coming around. Looks like Rage 1 still in the lead, mostly Beef right behind him. The field coming up. Oh, Rough Gaming just got thrown to the wall. That is not fair. That is absolutely not fair. Looks like he's respawning. All right, here we go, everybody. The crowd has changed. Oh my goodness, is Bingo Winchester in the lead for the first time in history?
Look at him go.
Oh, Bingo Winchester just fell off the map and down into the mountains below. Most of the field is falling off. Asgard. Asgard is now in the lead, going around the 90 or the 180 degree turn here on the backside of the track. Citizen Joel passing him.
Ender just flying off the mountain there. Good job, Ender.
Ender doing terribly. Citizen Joel Tibbles coming up into the lead. Tibbles coming up into the lead. Did the boost at the right moment. Nice job, Tibbles. Tibbles now has a comfortable lead as we head to the backside of the track. Let me get the camera in a good position. Uh-oh. Hedford has just moved around into the lead. Tibbles has fallen down to third. Afgart stuck on a wall along with Tibbles. What are you doing? Hedford is now racing towards the end. Those of you on that back straightaway really need to use those boosts to try to get ahead of Hedford. Hedford just hit a ramp. This may cost him. Is he going to land proper? And no, he lands on the roof, but is flipped back over. Mootkin's now landing. Oh boy, the crowd is getting rough. Hedford is very comfortably now in the lead. Truther has just decided to drive off the track and into a neighboring county. Here we go. Hedford racing towards the end. It could still all be over here, but it does look like Hedford is going to be the winner, and he even makes it through the loop. Oh my goodness. Mootkins, Arcane. We'll stay here and watch the winners cross the finish line here for another 60 seconds. Congratulations, Hedford. Really nice work. We'll put you in the Wheel of Names. We'll watch the rest of the field come through here. There's Starjump Grim, the best racer on the track, but didn't even came into a solid 40th place here, obviously.
40.
All right, Ender coming in the rear. Oh my goodness, Ender! What a disgrace!
Look at him go.
What a disgrace! There,
yes. So good. Look at him come in.
Lazy Donuts
through.
Lazy Donuts in an F1 car, but it didn't seem to help him, unfortunately. VG pulling up the rear, always the first to chat, but apparently the last across the finish. Poor VG. Poor VG. Robert Vose, Kavotha, and there's OP Focus. OP Focus. Is he going to? Did he? Oh, he clears it. There we go, everybody. I think that's up. Nope. Vesmoopy coming in last, but the game is not going to even give him the dignity of crossing the finish line. Oh my goodness, how horrible is that? Okay, everyone, let me get that last name in here. Bedford. Okay, everybody, this is for a Starjump challenge coin. I've switched this back over.
I love how excited VG is about just not being last.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, you know, it is something to be excited about. Here we go, everybody. Wheel of Names. I've got Cosmic Turtle and Hedford in here. Congratulations to whoever wins this. Good luck. This is for a Starjump challenge coin. Here we go. We're going to spin in 3, 2, 1. GearCon just cheered 100 bits. Thank you very much, GearCon. Appreciate that. Salute to you, buddy. You've done so much for this St. Jude initiative this year. We really appreciate you and love you. All right, there it is. Hebford has won. Hebford, congratulations.
Hebford.
Congratulations, Hebford. I am going to...
H-Bet. Appreciate you, dude.
Yes.
He said, what's the coin? Sorry.
What's that?
He said, for what is the coin?
Hebford, this is for a Starjump challenge coin. I'll put it up here so you can see. If you decide you don't want this, though, I can do a poster for you. So it can be a Starjump poster or the challenge coin, but congratulations. There you go. So congratulations. Everyone, do not worry. There's going to be more opportunities to win Starjump challenge coins coming up. Big Rick, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you sending the javelin overhead. All right, everybody. Now, the challenge coin is the challenge coin is a physical coin. It is like a full metal actual challenge coin, front and back. Ender may have one that he can hold up. So it is a full challenge coin or a physical poster. Okay. Yeah. Citizen Ninja says coins were used by our ancestors to pay for stuff. Dear God. All right. This community. This community, I tell you, I tell you. All right.
This is the challenge coin, Bedford.
Yeah.
Mine's a little different than what you're going to get, but that's the challenge coin.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a physical coin. Bedford, I just sent you a whisper on Twitch, so we can respond through there, or you can DM me through Discord. Yes, you can do either one. Whatever is best for you. Cosmic Sea Turtle, good night. Salute to you, buddy. By the way, everyone, a little bit of a note on the challenge coins. If you are interested in a Starjump challenge coin, I believe those are now available from Angry PC Tech's online store. You do have to pay for them, but I believe they're available. I will confirm that with him, but I believe they're available now. Okay, so next comes the big one, the one everyone's all been waiting for. We've got a few ships to give away. Am I right, Ender?
Waiting for. That is correct. Okay. I'm sending you the names. I'm going to close it down in 5, 4, 3, 2. It's closed.
Okay. It is changed. Let's see. Hedford says
names.
Okay. Hedford, I got your Twitch whisper. Thank you for saying that. I'll respond to you after stream. We'll work something out. Okay. It might cause an issue, but I actually do know how to ship to Brazil. There's just an extra step involved, but we'll talk. I'll get that worked out with you. Don't worry. Okay. Ender, you are working on a list.
I am. Stand by. I forgot I had to go through a process to get this sent, but I can go through that process very easily.
Okay.
Stand.
So everyone, what we're about to do now is we are about to do the raffle that has been building over the month of May for the RSI Polaris Corvette. Okay, so this is going to be a big one. Now let me explain something as Ender sends this list to me. We've taken the list of names, and if you've donated multiple times, that is being accounted for. Okay, we're putting that list of names into the big random wheel of names, and we're going to spin. The first spin, the winner of that wins the RSI Polaris Corvette. Okay, and no, they don't need to be watching the stream tonight, but they win the RSI Polaris Corvette. Then we're going to spin again. The second spin wins the Anvil Asgard. Okay.
We'll remove the name that we spun.
Right.
And spin again.
But if it's someone who's donated more than once, we only remove one version of the name.
We only remove one instance of the name.
Yeah. And then we will roll a third time because we're absolutely insane here. And that winner will win the Guardian MX, okay, from Mirai.
Correct.
Okay. So that's how it's going to work. Is everyone clear on that? Does everyone have a good understanding? Okay. Copying the names, pasting them over here. Okay. Let me shuffle. Okay. I have shuffled these names, by the way, so you may have your name coming in multiple places, multiple times.
Real quick, I'm going to show the challenge coin. I don't know if you have yours handy, Grim.
The
challenge coin that you gave us, or you gave me a while back.
There's the challenge card. Yep.
Okay. That.
Yep. There you go.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Angry
Anyway.
PC Tech. Okay. Here we go, everybody. The big one. Drum roll, please. We're about to spin for an RSI Polaris Corvette. This is the big one, everybody. Congrats. Thank you for all the money raised. And remember, you can continue to donate.
That list of names.
Yeah, you can continue to donate tomorrow and even for a few more days. Obviously, there's no raffle prizes, but you can continue donating towards sick kids and their families who are getting help from St. Jude. So we really appreciate everybody. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. This is for a monster ship, capital ship, the Corvette. Oh my goodness! It's E2 Kairu, the bean magnet himself. It almost landed on Rooster. Wow. E2 Kairu, congratulations. You have won an RSI Polaris Corvette. And by the way, anyone who wins ships in the raffle tonight, Ender will get with you. It may take a day or two, by the way, so be patient, but he will get with you and we'll get your ship sorted out. So E2 Kairu, if you are still in chat, all I can say is congratulations. You are now the proud owner of an RSI Polaris Corvette with LTI, donated by our amazing friend GearCon in chat. Thank you, GearCon, for donating this ship. We really appreciate it. And E2 Kairu, thank you, or congratulations for winning, and thank you very much for your donations. Everyone that's donated towards the Polaris, by the way, thank you very much. We really, really do appreciate it. Now, I'm going to remove this name. I've removed it. We're going to roll again, okay? The winner of this next roll gets the Anvil Asgard. Really cool ship, by the way, and one of my new favorite daily drivers. Okay. Here we go. We're spinning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ender, I'm excited, buddy.
I'm pretty excited about it, too.
Lazy Donuts. One of our ship donators, for St. Jude this year has won the Anvil Asgard. Lazy, congratulations to you, buddy.
I'm not emailing you. I'm just going to send you a message on Discord.
Yes, congratulations, Lazy. Absolutely amazing. That's great to see. Lazy did donate towards ships towards the St. Jude raffle prize pool, so everyone give Lazy a nice old salute there. And we're going to remove this one instance of Lazy's name. He's got other ones in here, though, I think.
He's got one more, yep.
Yep, there it is. All right, everybody, the last roll here is for the Guardian MX from Mirai. If you ask VMXEO, he would probably tell you this is the best ship that came out during ILW. So good luck, everybody. Ender, do you want to do the 3-second countdown on this one, buddy?
3, 2, 1.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck. It's been fun building to this.
It has. And tomorrow's going to be less fun.
Rage 1. Rage 1.
Of course he did.
Rage 1 just donated, just won the Guardian MX from Mirai. Rage 1, if you talk
I'm
to
sending you an email, write me out.
Yeah, if you talk to VMXEO Rage, he will tell you this is the best ship in the game right now. There you go. You heard it from VMXEO himself. Congratulations, Rage 1. Congratulations, Lazy, and congratulations, E2 Kairu. Absolutely incredible. Thank you all for the donations, everybody. I just want to call it out. Just tonight, I don't know the exact numbers, but just tonight, we've pulled in over $2,000. And just tonight.
It's a crazy amount of money tonight. I could probably pull the numbers, but
and while yes, I was a part of it this year, I want to take a moment here to do a big hats off and salute to Starjump. Ender, make sure, by the way, if you haven't already, make sure to go follow Ender. But want to give a big shout out to Ender for a lifetime fundraising amount of $40,268. Okay. And he's been putting a lot of effort into this for the last few years. Thank you, GearCom, for those 100 biddies. Really appreciate it. And one thing else I want to say about that is it's not that Ender just did St. Jude over the last few years. He's done St. Jude even when he's had his own personal challenges in life, whether he was moving, changing jobs, without a job, whatever. When other people would have just said, you know what, I've got to focus on myself. There's too much shit going on right now. Ender still weathered it and did the St. Jude stuff every year and has done an absolutely amazing job. And I think Starjump Ender is an incredible ambassador for Starjump in general to the rest of the world and the Star Citizen community. Dr. Hoon, thank you for the follow. And Ender, I just wanted to tell you, buddy, as we wrap up my final St. Jude stream of the year, I love you. I support you. You're my brother. Salute to you. I appreciate everything you've done for St. Jude and for Starjump. On to next year, my friend.
Can't wait for next year. We're going to kill it. You get to come with me to St. Jude next year. I've got to reach out to the team, but if we go next year, you're coming.
All right. There, you've heard it there, folks. Last but not least, chat. Give yourself a round of applause tonight. A big, giant salute.
Guys,
incredible.
You guys have been absolutely incredible. And please come join tomorrow.
Yes.
Whether or not I shave my beard, I guess we'll leave that up to you guys, maybe.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm excited about the prospect, but
yeah, absolutely. Go to Ender stream
I'm definitely
tomorrow
waxing
night.
the pits, waxing my legs, and I'm getting makeup done by my kids.
Yeah, at the very, very least, it is going to be super just painful and entertaining. We need to raid someone though. Ender, do we have anyone we want to raid? I do see a fellow Pink Hat member on right now, but I'll let you make the final decision on who we're raiding tonight. This has been a lot of fun, everybody. This has been a lot of fun.
It has been a blast. Let me see who's on real quick.
And everybody, when we send this raid over to whoever we're sending it to, do us a favor and give them a little bit of that Starjump love.
For sure.
You know, we really appreciate it. Hit that follow button if you can. Make sure you go to Ender's channel too. Do not forget to do that. Give him a follow. Give him that support. Again, the St. Jude initiative with Starjump has been birthed by Ender and kept up by Ender, and want to make sure we send a lot of love his way too. So
give a lot of love to that particular Pink Hat Squad member. That is the creator of Pink Hat Squad, and really the I'll just say the heart and soul.
Yeah.
He was the force that kind of brought everybody together. So Death and Rebirth is a great dude. I absolutely adore hanging out with him.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Rim to actually meet him in person.
Yeah. And
because you're gonna enjoy him too.
Yeah, and one thing before we click over on this raid, everybody, I just want to say is there's a lot of creators out there that really look at their audiences as how they make their money, their job, right? We really do look at all of you though as just our friends, and we do think of Starjump as kind of one big family. That's what it's supposed to be. That's why, just so you all know, all of you showing up for the streams or our videos, whether it's a pre-recorded video online or being in the Discord or whatever, we really appreciate it. You are part of the Starjump family. So Ender, let's go ahead and do that raid. Please send us out. Everyone in chat, thanks for hanging out tonight. We really appreciate you. You let us know when we are gone, Ender.
All right, guys. I'm going to take it out the way I normally do. Do something kind for a random stranger. Thank you guys for being fucking amazing. Seriously.
Incredible.
And just keep being good motherfuckers.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you, everybody.